Working with apps in Windows. Working with multiple windows on Windows. Okay. Um, this is my start, my desktop, my Windows mode. Okay, now I'm gonna click on my Windows logo and that's gonna take me back to my desktop. Okay, now in Windows, you guys pretty much always are gonna be working most of the time with more than one window. Okay, now let's go ahead and navigate through one of the folders. Okay, so this is our desktop. This is my desktop now. Remember, at the bottom of the screen we have the text bar. Okay, now right here I have my Windows Explorer, which now on Windows 8 they change the name to File Explorer. That basically is the same. It's gonna do the same thing because when we click into this icon, see, it's just gonna open my libraries. By default, it's always gonna open my libraries. Okay. Now from the libraries, we are gonna have four main folders, which are documents, pictures, music, videos. Okay. Um, Now in this case, we're gonna be working with two different windows. Okay. So let's say that I want to snap this window to the left hand side. Okay. Remember that in Windows, always this little bar all the way on the top, see, that's gonna be our title bar. And basically on every window that you guys may open, okay, it could be on the internet, it could be an application, it could be your file explorer or your Windows Explorer. See this bar all the way on top, see, that's gonna be always your title bar. Now from here, see, I'm gonna left click and I'm gonna snap this window to the left hand side. Now, in order for this to work, okay, we need to do the following. We're just gonna left click, hold, and start dragging to the left hand side. When my little pointer, when my pointer, see, gets to the end of my screen, see, a little window, clear window is just gonna appear hovering half sides of my screen. When I see that, I'm just gonna release my left button, and there's my window snapped to the left hand side. That way, see, it's just gonna cover half of my screen. Okay. Now, let's say that I'm gonna, well, we could also do this, see? We could snap the window to the left hand side or to the right hand side. Now, I'm just gonna drag left click into the title bar and drag it. Okay? Now, see, that window is just restored back to the previous size. But now I'm gonna left click again into the title bar. I'm gonna left click hold and I'm gonna start dragging to the right hand side. When my pointer, see, pretty much it touches the right hand side, see, the little glassy window is just gonna be visible in the back. When I see that, I'm gonna release my button and there we are. Okay, we have another way. Okay, anytime that you also wanna use the snap using your keyboard, see, just make sure that you click into the title bar just to make that window active. And then on the keyboard, I'm gonna hold on the Windows logo and I'm gonna use my left arrows on the keyboard. Okay, Windows logo, left arrow, and I snap that window to my left hand side of the screen. Now I'm gonna do this again using the Windows logo, right arrow one time, another right arrow, and now my Windows snap to the right hand side. Okay, so Windows logo, left, left, snap to the left, Windows logo, right, right, that Windows snap to my right hand side. Okay, now let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my pointer back into File Explorer, Windows Explorer. Okay, this window is gonna open up, basically telling me that the library is open. If I wanna open another window, I will need to right click into my File Explorer. Once I right click, let's say that I say, okay, you know what, from here I wanna open my documents. Okay, you guys are also gonna see that we have documents here. But, like I said before, on many occasions, you guys are gonna be working with multiple pictures. Okay, now, again, it's right click, and then I'm gonna see my documents. Okay. I just pin my documents, okay, into the File Explorer. Okay, I bring my cursor too close to this corner and I pin it. See, I pin that to my Windows Explorer. Now I'm gonna go ahead and unpin that. Just one simple click, and that's gonna be unpinned. Okay. Now right here I'm just gonna click. One click and there's my new window. Same thing. I'm gonna bring my pointer to the title bar, left click, hold it, and drag it to the left hand side. When I see the glassy window behind, I'll let it go, and there's my second screen snapped to the left hand side. You could do the same thing with the right hand side. See, left click, the window is gonna be resized, but I'm just gonna continue dragging to the right hand side, and when I see the little glassy window behind, I'll let it go, and this window is right on top of the other one. Okay, now I'm gonna do this with my Windows logo and the left arrow on my keyboard. Hold on, Windows logo, left click on my arrow, another click to my left arrow, and there's my second window to the left hand side. If I wanna move this one, the libraries, I click on it, see on the title bar to make it active, Windows logo. I'm gonna be using the arrows on the keyboard. Click, click to the left. There's my Windows snap to the left hand side. Now I'm gonna bring it back to the right hand side, Windows logo, right arrow, and there. Okay. Sometimes we need to have two windows because we may want to transfer files from one window to the other. Okay. Now, from here, if I want to close this window, as long as I make that window active, all I need to do is just click into the X. If I want to use a shortcut to close that window, I need to make sure that this is the active window. I'm gonna use Alt F4, and that window is gonna close. Okay. Anytime that you guys don't have an option to close it, okay, or even with pop-ups, sometimes we are surfing the internet, some pop-ups are gonna open, and those are very tricky. Okay, because sometimes you say click here to close or click in the X to close, but when you guys have any pop-ups, use that method. Alt F4, and it's gonna close that window. See, in this case, I don't have anything displayed, I don't have any programs open, I don't have any apps, any windows open. So when I use Alt F4, see, it's taking me to the shutdown options for Windows 8. Okay, now from here I could switch user, sign out, put the computer to sleep, shut it down, or restart my computer. Okay, I'm just gonna click on cancel. And remember that's Alt. I'm just gonna say no. Okay, because it tried to close my, the recording that I was doing. Okay, so that's working with apps in Windows. Many times we are gonna have to work with two different windows at the same time. Okay, now let's go ahead and see another shortcut. Okay, right here, open Windows Explorer. I'm sorry, Internet Explorer, and I'm also gonna open Windows Explorer. Okay, now if I wanna switch between applications, okay, we can also use Alt Tab. Okay, when I use Alt Tab, see, basically the computer is gonna display this little ribbon. Okay, and it's telling me that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different websites open. So when I click on tab, see, I'm gonna be switching among the different applications that I have open on this computer. Okay, remember that's Alt Tab. I'm gonna keep holding Alt, and I'm gonna keep clicking on Tab, Tab, Tab to surf through different applications. Let's say that I want to come back to eBay. When I get there, I just release it. Okay, on many of these websites, see, the first time that we use it, there's gonna be a license agreement. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on agree, and then I'm on eBay. Now this time it didn't open with on my desktop mode. Okay, why? Because I don't have the address bar all the way on the top. Okay, so anytime that you guys open an application and you guys look up here and say, hey, where's my address bar? It's because you guys open that application in Windows mode. The address bar is gonna be down here at the bottom of the screen. If you guys wanna see it, see, just right click anywhere and you guys are gonna see this toolbar. Okay? Sell on eBay, visit eBay, etc. Now from here it's gonna give me that option to sign in. So if I already have an account, I just type in my username, password, and I will sign in. Now, again, I wanna see what other application I have open. So I'm gonna hold on Alt, hit Tab. Let's say that this time I'm gonna go back to MSN into my Windows, into my desktop mode, and there I am. Okay, so Alt Tab. This little ribbon is gonna open up. From there, I could just surf, see, switch between one application and the other. Okay, now to close this window, I'm gonna use Alt F4, Alt F4. That's gonna close. Now I'm gonna hold on Alt Tab just to see what other applications I have open. I have eBay. I'm gonna use Alt F4. That's gonna close. And again, I'm gonna use Alt Tab. And right now, basically, I have two applications open. Okay. Well, thank you guys. And that is working with apps and switching between applications that are open using Alt Tabs. Okay, and using snapping windows to one side or the other by dragging it from the title bar, or using the shortcut Windows logo, left arrows or right arrows on the keyboard. Thank you.